Now, talk about trading activities between the two major countries. We know that we have a bilateral relationship that has lasted for a very long period or duration. Now, COVID comes in, and then we do hear the closure of borders, which has become a very major topical issue for both countries to deal with. Some time past, it brought an impasse between the two countries, especially in terms of trade. What is your government doing about this?
Actually, the Nigeria border shut down before even the COVID time. And a lot of people are yearning against that. Somebody like me was also against that, closing down the border. But remember, there's something I made statement of then. I said, one of the best areas that I applaud the president of Nigeria is the area of him shutting down importation of rice in Nigeria, more especially through our borders.
That was a policy strategy the government undertook, right?
Yes, because that is to make sure that agriculture, boom in Nigeria.
Hi everyone, welcome to I'm a Ghana Observer. This video I'm doing, this 419 fake chief is master of double speak, of speaking with a forked tongue. And you're going to see it throughout this video. And that's why I can never trust him. He has nothing good for Ghana. And I'll keep harping on it. And you're going to see it in this. When Nigerians close their borders. But this man right here is going to act as though Ghana closed her borders, which was because of COVID. It had nothing to do with trade. Not at all the way he is trying to portray it. Just let's keep that in mind. So see the double speak? He is for border closure, and then he's not. He was against it. See the double speak? He was for it, but he was against it.
Somebody like me was also against that, closing down the border. But remember, there's something I made statement of then. I said, one of the best areas that I applaud the president of Nigeria is the area of him shutting down importation of rice in Nigeria, more especially through our borders.
That was a policy strategy the government undertook, right?
Yes, because that is to make sure that agriculture, boom in Nigeria.
He is a fast talker. He says a lot without saying anything. He says a lot at the same time saying nothing of value. And I'm not going to lie. I'm going to be perfectly honest that this thing had me boiling, had me fuming. This is a classic example of how Nigerians, their government, they can take advantage of Ghanaians. And I'm going to say it's disgusting and it's sickening. And it's got to stop.
But then, shutting down the border is not the best for all of us, more especially with the traders and every other person, because Nigeria and Ghana, Nigeria and Cotonou, Nigeria and Togo, these are brother countries that we exchange goods, we exchange products, we exchange, understanding through the borders. And if goods that are coming from Nigeria cannot get to Cotonou, that cannot go to Nigeria, cannot get to Togo and Ghana, it's affecting the business people.
A raging border dispute between Africa's most populous nation, Nigeria, and Benin, which has led to the closure of a border, is beginning to take a toll on Ghanaian traders. Now, this has forced a meeting between Ghana's Foreign Affairs Minister, Shirley Ayoko-Botwe, and Nigeria's High Commissioner to Ghana, Olufemi Abikoye. Now, Ms. Ayoko-Botwe wants Nigerian authorities to take steps to deal with the situation due to its economic impact on Ghanaian traders. There's more in this report.
Nigeria, earlier in August this year, announced a partial closure of the Togo-Benin border to check the smuggling of goods, particularly rice, light arms, petroleum and agricultural products into the country. Several goods destined for the Nigerian market are now stuck at the Togo-Benin border, and Ghanaians have had their goods locked up at these borders for weeks. This necessitated the meeting between Ghana's Foreign Affairs Minister and the Nigerian High Commissioner to Ghana. Ambassador Olufemi Abikoyi says the closure of the border is to allow for, among other things, a consultative meeting with its neighboring countries to find lasting solutions to the smuggling of cheap goods into the country. Ghana's Minister of Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration, Shirley Ayoko-Botwe, indicated that Ghana understands and respects the decision taken by the Nigerian government to curb smuggling, illicit export of weapons and drugs into that country, especially against the backdrop of the security challenges in the sub-region. She, however, says such an action ought to target the source of the problem without creating extreme disruption to trade within the region.
I understand that all the countries bordering Nigeria, the land borders are affected, but what affects us is what I'm very much interested in, because as we speak, your goods are entering Ghana without any problem. And I think that we should find ways of isolating the issues and the countries that you have problems with, so that Ghana's exporters or exports can enter your market without being lumped up with all these issues that have cropped up.
The border closure is severely impacting the business of Ghanaian exporters.
So the dispute was between Benin and Nigeria. Nothing to do with Ghana. Absolutely nothing. And their goods were being allowed in. And here I blame our leaders. Why are you allowing their goods in? You have to grow a backbone, because these are bullies. You cannot allow them to manipulate you, because pleading does not work with them. Reasoning obviously does not work with them. They couldn't care less, including the comment section under the video. Go and see how Nigerians were jubilating that Ghanaians were suffering due to something that had nothing to do with them. And then you come and say, you are our brothers, you are our sisters. No, actions speak louder than words. So again, it had nothing to do with us, but look at this 419 fraudster try and spin it as though it has something to do with Ghana.
Remember again that 90% of traders and businessmen, they are trading from their own sweat, from their own strength, from their own money. Either they borrow money from the bank or they sell property or whatever to do business. Now, if government is shutting down borders, it's also affecting them. They cannot even be able to pay the loans where they borrowed loans. Governments, most of the government here in West Africa, they are not supporting the citizens in terms of trade, in terms of business, in terms of supporting them financially. So if all borders are shut down and people are not being able to trade and do their businesses, it's affecting the livelihood of the people. At the same time, affecting the taxes, the income to the nation, because by the hard work of the people pay taxes. Revenue comes to the government. But if the people are not working and not doing their businesses, revenue of the countries will also go down. So to me, it would be very nice if all these borders would be able, if they open all these borders, it will help entire West Africans. A lot of people depend their livelihood on those borders. If the borders are shut down, it becomes difficult for them to feed their families, and that will also increase crime.
I see.
Those that work hard within those borders, day in and day out, in the morning they go to work, come back in the evening. Now there's no job for them to do. They cannot cross goods. They cannot help people. They cannot support their families. That will move them to crime. They want to get food they want to get food for their family. They want to pay school fees. They want to pay house rent. They want to pay light bills. If there's no money, if there's no work for them to do, they will engage in crime. So I will plead with the government of West Africa, Ghana, Cotonou, Togo, Nigeria, to open these borders so that there'll be, free flow.
Yes, but your president started with that initiative, knowing very well that we are still under the ECOWAS protocols, where free trade between countries are allowed, cross-border trading. But yet still, your government went ahead, that is the federal government, went ahead to close the borders. At a time, I remember so well that the Foreign Affairs Ministry of Ghana even called on the government to open the borders, but they refused to do so.
As I am not a government, though I'm influential as a king, ruling my people over here in diaspora, I keep talking because reports, problems, complaints are coming to the palace a lot because people cannot be able to bring in their goods in and out. Ghana, Nigeria. Nigerians come to Ghana to buy goods, send to Nigeria. Ghanaians also go to Nigeria, send goods and come here. So the country work together for each other. Since it's not flowing, people are hungry. So I keep talking about this situation.
It is not only the Ghanaian citizen that is facing this challenge. Those Nigerians who are citizens of your own country, who are equally coming into Ghana to at least import some commodities into your country, are equally facing same challenges.
101%.
I see.
Yes, they are facing some challenges because, okay, and again, listen, Kwame. Now, if as borders are closed officially, let's, for instance, you want to bring food accessories from Nigeria. Because the closure of the border, you spend more money to get your goods into the country because official executive orders are given for those borders to close. Though goods can pass, the official closure, like the Ghana border, as the president shut it down, not for goods not to come in. Goods should come in, but it's the inflow of human being that they shut down. Now, but people are using this opportunity to hold on the inflow of goods in and out and charging high transportation and everything in here. So it's affecting everybody. So it's better the COVID protocol measures to be at those point of borders, just like what Ghana as government did at the airport. As soon as you arrive, as soon as you are getting into the country, you must go to COVID protocol, have your test before even seeing the immigration. Things like this can also be implemented at the borders so that people can come in and out. If you know you don't have the money to have your COVID test, you don't need to cross the border. Now, the Nigerian border that shut down before even the COVID must be open because it is affecting the business of the day.
I just let it run on for a bit so that you could hear the gibberish he was letting come out of he was spewing from his mouth. He wasn't even making sense. He just speaks for the sake of talking. You can't make head or tail of what he's saying. Azan, Akpache, Nitashe, going around calling himself what? King, quote unquote. Anyway, I'll let it run some more because I want people to see him for who he is. Beyond ridiculous.
And upon your written letters to them, what sort of response do they give?
No response to that.
No response.
No response to that.
Your own government as a king is not responding.
They've not responded.
Your official.
They've not responded. That is why I keep talking. All kind of publications I've been doing to save the people. I mean, to make sure that our people get to their businesses back.
In that sense, will Ghanaians equally be at fault if they tell you that per what your federal government is doing, we are equally closing down our borders to you, and then we wouldn't allow your people to venture into the retail marketing system?
If you do this, it becomes a revenge because Nigeria border that shut down is not only for Ghana, it's for everybody coming into Nigeria. So if Ghana said they are closing down our businesses or not allowing us to retail because Nigeria border is closed. The Nigeria border is closed. Did not close only for Ghanaians. It's closed for every other person. So if they say they don't want Nigerians to retail because of that means you are single. You get Nigeria singled out. that you don't want them to, trade with you.
Yes,
So
but
it's
all the nations are sovereign, just as you, as a sovereign state, have taken the decision to close down your borders. We can as well, as a country, decide to go on that tangent, knowing very well the existing protocols with ECOWAS. But your government, as the most populous nation and then the pillar of ECOWAS, has refused to go by those protocols, of which you are a signatory to.
That is why I have said this over and over, that the level in which this issue has gotten to is a level that the two governments should come together to resolve it. Individuals who have spoken a lot here and there, and it's not working out. So the two governments should come together, look into this matter, and see the areas that these things are affecting their citizens. Seriously, it's affecting us. So I would not say, oh, Ghana as a nation, as a sovereign nation, should shut down businesses of Nigerians because of Ghana border that closed down. No, you don't pay evil to evil, you don't pay bad to bad, you pay bad to good, you pay good to bad. Things like that. So I will advise, I will suggest, I will plead that issues of the border shouldn't bring trade war between the two nations, but rather it should bring peace. Let's see how can come together to make peace work.
Laws of Ghana are very clear that individuals who are indigenous of the Ghanaian soil can only participate when it comes to the retail sector. But your people come into the country knowing very well the existing laws, equally decide to go into retail businesses, which is more of reserved for the Ghanaian citizen. Now, it has become a major problem. I remember the very last time your Speaker of Parliament came to Ghana with a delegation to meet our Speaker to see to how some of such laws can be amended. How far has that particular development gone?
Yeah, after the visitation of our Speaker of Parliament, your Speaker of Parliament, some of delegates from delegation from government also went to Nigeria on this same issue of trade, and Honorable Alan Gbagban promised Nigeria government, Nigerian citizens that the issue of trade will be looked into, more especially the $1 million declaration to Bank of Ghana it has been cancelled. That Nigerians not gonna, based on the bilateral relationship of the two nations, Nigeria not gonna be part of those that such money is expected from them, and all that.
That is the initial business capital you require to be able to operate.
Exactly, okay. And other related issues to that will be looked into. And since that time, we are still waiting to get the 100% roadmap to this and the conclusion of this. But then the good news here is Nigerians are not expected to have such a declaration of a $1 million. Then the other way around, the truth must be there. The truth here is Ghana prohibit foreigners not to engage into retail. That's the truth about it.
Yes, that is the law.
Yeah, that is the law.
The Investment and Promotion
That is the truth about it. We cannot bend the law of Ghana. We cannot ask Ghana not to implement their laws. We cannot tell Ghana not to do what they're supposed to do. We cannot tell Ghana, you must do what we want you to do. No, but rather, we are pleading to the people of Ghana to look into this, that yes, we are equal citizens, we are brothers. Nigeria and Ghana, we are the same. The difference between Nigeria and Ghana, I can't see any difference there. It's just the language barrier and stuff like that, but we are the same. And we have also millions of Ghanaians in Nigeria who have millions of Nigerians in Ghana. So we can look into this understanding and the bilateral relationship of these two nations and see how we can accommodate each other.
Okay.
But the reality there is foreigners are not supposed to,
go
engage in retail. The other second thing again is Nigerians are not the only foreigners in Ghana. We have Beninese, we have Togolese, we have Ivorians, we have.
But you are the dominant one.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Don't say it like that, because Nigerians are loud. That is why it looks as if we are the dominant ones. There are a lot of Ivorians are here, many. Nigerians are here, many. Burkinabes are here, many. Go to Kumasi, they're all over. Go to Okashi, they're all over. Everywhere. Chinese are here. These are not even West African citizens. Chinese are here. Indians are here. But because Nigerians, with our nature, anywhere Nigeria is, you must know that, hey, Nigerian man is here. They are very loud, kind of, So it looks as if we have millions of Nigerians here, but we have also the same millions of other people that live in Ghana. So why is it now only Nigerians that these laws are hitting on hardly and seriously? Excuse me, sir, please hold on a little bit. Now, when this issue happened in Kumasi several times, I traveled to Kumasi myself and we made a whole lot of issues to the extent that I even brought this report to the king of Asante, Otufo, and he did the best he can. That issue was stopped as of that time to the glory of God. But something I saw, you see Nigerians in the market, you see other nations in the market, but the Nigerian shops are the ones that closed. The Nigerians are there, and Burkina Faso are there, but Nigerians are only the one that shut down. So the reality, I keep saying it, is prohibited for foreigners not to be engaged in retail.
Okay.
But why only Nigerians?
Stay with me on that point, because I'm
Take that at all. You might say some Nigerians. Okay, we agree on that. The same some Ghanaians. Okay, countries cannot be 100% perfect anywhere they are in the world.
Yes, we haven't said that we are 100% perfect, but we are simply saying that we want you to trade in Ghana. We are brothers and sisters. The Ghana Investment Promotion Center Act, okay, mandates you that if you are a foreigner and you are coming into our country, for the sector which is retail, you cannot venture into that area. It is an area that is reserved for only Ghanaian citizens, and so every foreigner must comply. In case you would want to go that tangent, okay, you would have to partner with a Ghanaian to be able to establish that sort of company in which you want to operate. But this is where the problem is. Guta is telling you that as much as you would want to do that, you are failing to comply with the rules of the state. And so they will always take the law into their hands and equally fight your people, which is not good for the peace of our countries, right?
Kwame, I agreed with you. It is very wrong for a Nigerian to come here, not to comply with the laws of the nation Ghana and do what he thinks is right for him. You should do what the government wants you to do, because you're not a Ghanaian. So, myself sitting down here, my wife's a Ghanaian. My wife's the chairman of my company. Irrespective, I'm married to a Ghanaian for 23 years here. I wedded and everything. I have all my documents in Ghana. But my wife's still the chairman of my company because I respect the law. That's why I made sure my wife is a Ghanaian partner to me and many other people. So what I'm trying to say here is I am not saying it is right for a Nigerian to trade here in Ghana without complying with the laws of the nation. They must comply with the laws of the nation. Majority have complied and still complying more. But what about those that have not complied? These are people, these hustlers, these people that has no money to get that level of compliance.
Yes, but how is your leadership supporting those people to be able to
We are supporting some of these people also have resident permit from our companies. Some of these people have working permit from our companies. Many Nigerians that own companies here also, support them by getting them working permit and establishing business for them. Remember that most of us here, we import goods, we have larger businesses that also need people to support for selling of those goods. Also employ them. Many Nigerians are also employed here, even under Ghanaian companies. Ghanaian companies also employ Nigerians by getting them resident permit and all that. So what I'm saying here is, it's not all Nigerians that live here that are not complying to the laws of the land. But what about these hustlers? I'm not saying that it is right, but I'm saying, please, to the nation, to Guta, to traders, to Ghanaian traders, let us see the best we can to accommodate these people. We need each other in one word or the other.
Yes, that is very
We
clear.
need each other in one word or the other.
That is very clear. That point is well made.
Most Ghanaians cannot remain in Ghana forever. One day you travel somewhere. Government, sorry to say this, government is not stupid not to put that 100% compliance with the way Guta wants. They are pushing it. Because every nation needs someone to grow. Why is it America is still giving free visa to come to America? They need your manpower, your wisdom, your knowledge, and everything.
Now,
excuse me, please, this is very important. As Nigerians are here, like I said, they are supporting the economy of the nation. Government is also aware that they are supporting the economy of the nation. If you move every Nigerian out of this country, the revenue the government is making out of them, they will not get it anymore.
Yes, but
something in Nigeria.
Government hasn't said
excuse me. Something in Nigeria. The same thing all over the world. But it's very important for Nigerians to comply to the rules and regulations of the land. But I'm saying, let's tamper justice with mercy.
I say, government of Ghana haven't said he wants to repatriate all Nigerians back to their country.
No, I didn't say that. If you move every Nigerian out of this country,
Government of Ghana haven't said he wants to repatriate all Nigerians back to their country.
No, I didn't say that. If you move every Nigerian out of this country, I mean, don't make a mistake, please. Don't put words in my mouth.
I'm not putting words in your mouth. I'm just pressing on the point you just made.
I didn't say. I am saying that the way the pressure, the Guta is mounting on government of Ghana against Nigerians
to take the Nigerians out of the
market. Government,
not the market, but the retail sector, because they are very much specific with the retail. They are saying that you can do your business now, as the law requires. You need to partner with us before you are able to enter the retail sector. Either than that, then you cannot operate or run a business within that sector, because that is reserved for us.
I agree with you, Kwame. This same issue, we are still stretching it. I have agreed with you. I said the reality here is foreigners are prohibited not to retail in Ghana. Reality. Second thing there, what do? Can we accommodate these our brothers?
Okay.
Can we accommodate them? Can we tamper justice with mercy? Can we show them love? Irrespective that some of them are not doing what the laws want them to do.
See how rude and aggressive he was at some points? And blatantly lying. Outright lying. Can you believe what you're hearing? This guy supports criminality. When the borders were closed, he didn't have a care in the world. But he wants the retail section to be shared. When the law is as clear as day that it belongs to Ghanaians, the law is very clear. Retail belongs to Ghanaians only. No, he wants to come in our space and take what belongs to us and temper justice with mercy. How about when Ghanaians were behind the border, you never extend that same thing towards us? But you always want, Ghanaians are accommodating, Ghanaians are kind. How about you? It's, as I said, it's sickening. You are here to take advantage only and have the nerve to be saying they are hustlers. What? If you are hustlers and don't have documentation, then you stay in your country and you hustle. You don't become a burden in a foreign country. That's what's up. And again, it goes back to our so-called leaders, visionless leaders who don't care for Ghanaians, to allow this fill in the blanks to be going on. Instead of standing your ground and making sure that your citizens are taken care of, you allow this Azar person calling himself king, self-coronated king, to come and do whatever. I'm telling you, my blood was boiling as I went through this. Oh my goodness. I'm like, unbelievable. And I know I'm not wrong about what I'm feeling about this man. I know I'm not wrong. There's something off. And Ghanaians, we better wake up. Thank God. God and our ancestors still take care of us on this land. Because of our current leaders, nah. They're not cutting it. Everything is just, they're in la la land, marching around in parliament and playing games. Wait. Ghanaians, we're on our own. So help us God. Folks, I'm going to end it here. Thanks to all my viewers, all my subscribers. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you for helping my channel continue its growth, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.